Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here. Just doing a little video showing my customizing Bonanza. So I really got a big kick out of Red Hulk's videos. All the stuff that Red Hulk 80 and Hulk Smash Everything have been doing is just really fucking badass, and I really appreciate that. That they're putting videos out there showing tutorials and everything. So um, on how to customize your stuff. So the first thing I did was I got a hot glue gun and I made myself a Human Torch flame just to try it out. And I hot glued it to his hand right here. And this is the movie Human Torch, so I was willing to, kind of make the sacrifice and everything. And I think it actually looks really cool. I'm really stoked off of this, especially because the red from the Sharpie I painted this glue with, you know, really matches the color of the figure. This is more of an orange, but this red looks good, so I think that's pretty sick. And yeah, and this is made out of a twisty tie, a long twisty tie, just bent over here, and then kind of twisted at the end, and then yeah, and so this thing's all bendable and stuff. So that's pretty neat. So I'm really stoked about this one. This looks pretty cool. Probably not going to put this Human Torch up in a display, but this was my first run at doing any kind of customizing. And then the second thing I did was I copied the Shield Agent idea and made, this firing thing coming out of the gun, which is pretty sick. But I think it actually kind of looks a little bit more like a flamethrower than, real bullets coming out of it. But I still think it looks really cool. And this too is, all bendy and everything, which, I'm really not, down for bending around too much. So I thought that was pretty sick. And then I saw the Forge video, how he customized his Forge, and I thought that came out so badass. And yeah, so hold on a second. Hold on just 1 second. I said hold on. Hold on. Oh, I gotta put this gun back in his hand. But yeah, so here's, oop, it's kind of just loosely put in there. But here's the Forge. So I did basically what he did was minus using the alcohol wipes, but just painted the leg black, and then did some silver dry brushing with acrylic paints. Then I'm also working on the gun. This isn't totally finished, but I'm souping up the gun too. So yeah, so that looks cooler than it was before, I think anyway. I'm really stoked about this Forge leg looking badass. So, and then like the color of that leg was originally, this is the hand, so that's what it used to look like, and this is what it looks like now. So that's pretty cool. This is so much better, this one. So yeah, I'm really stoked about that. And then while I was chilling on Skype and doing my customizing, Brazil with Love from Brazil with Love gave me the idea of, because I wanted to customize my Danger figure, and he said, "Hey dude, why don't you just mix the silver in with the blue? You get a cool, you'll get like a tight color like that, you know?" And I was like, "Oh shit, maybe I will." And damn, I'm really happy with this Danger figure. This is like my favorite little repaint I've done so far. I think this is sick. I'm really stoked about this Danger. And this was kind of a bitch to do, especially because, I did like the clear parts on the figure. Like KJ was telling me, like the clear parts were, the sickest part of this figure. So what I did was I painted the clear parts silver and then the rest of it this bluish silver. And like I had to do the blue, this thin blue lines over the silver, really really tough. But I pulled it off. I'm stoked. I think she looks badass. Very cool. A lot of paint on this one. A lot of paint work. Got all the wings done and everything. Just didn't paint the bottom of the feet. That's all, but I'm okay with that. So yeah, this is my new Danger. I'm very very stoked off of this. I think she looks very very badass. Yeah, a lot cooler than she did before, because that paint color that they had was just a flat, there's nothing going on. Then I went a little too far, I think. I was on Skype with Red Hulk 80, and I tried, doing some customizing to this first appearance Daredevil, and it looks cooler than it did before, but I'm not really that happy with it. So I may redo it, but it's really tough, doing this shading in the creases and everything like that. So that's my first attempt. I don't mind taking, paint to this figure because I'm not a big fan of this figure, even though I do think it's one of the better ones out of the Nemesis series, but they gave him the wrong D. He's supposed to have just one big D, and because of that, I'm like, okay, it's already wrong, so I'll paint it. So yeah, that's my customizing Bonanza. Is there anything I forgot? Nope. But yeah, I'm stoked off of this Danger. I'm really happy with Danger. She looks cool. Alright, you guys. That's it. I'll catch you later. Peace.